This is the plan of a Pullman car. Its name is Hiawatha, and on December 21st, it is on its way from New York to Chicago. Now on your left are 3 compartments, the 5 uppers and lowers. The berths are all full, uppers and lowers, but for the purposes of this play, we are limiting our interest to people on the furthest side in the lowers only. Now, the berths are already made up. Most of the characters are already in bed behind the green curtain. They are dropping their shoes to the floor, or wrestling with their trousers, or wondering whether or not they dare hide their valuables in the pillow slips during the night. All right? Come on, everybody!
Porter, be sure and wake me at 6:15.
Yes, Mum.
I know I shan't sleep awake, but I want to know when it's 6:15.
Of course, Mum.
Porter? How the hell did you turn on this other light?
I'm afraid it's under order, sir. You'd have to use the other end.
May somebody be kind enough to lend me some aspirin in this car?
Oh! Sorry, lady, sorry. Made a mistake.
Never know my Porter! Porter! My hot water bag's leaking. I guess you'll have to take it away. I'll have to do without it tonight. How awful. Young man, you mind your own business or I'll report you to the conductor.
Sorry, lady, my suspenders fell. I was only getting them.
Well, here they are. Now go to sleep. Everybody seems to be rushing into my berth tonight. Porter! Porter! Be a good soul and fetch me a glass of water, will you? I'm parched.
Bill! Bill!
Yeah. What do you want?
Bill, slip me one of them magazines, will you?
Which one do you want?
Either one. Detective stories, either one.
Ah, Fred. Mike and Miller want them detective stories.
That's all right, I'll take the Western.
All right. Now, I want you to hear what they're thinking.
Let's see, I've got the doll for the baby and the slip-on for Marietta. The fountain pen for Herbert and the subscription to Time for George.
God, Lillian. If you don't turn out to be who I think you are, I don't know what I'll do. I guess it's bad politics to let a woman know you're travelling all the way from California to see her. Have I ever been as hot and bothered about anyone like this before? Well, it was Martha, but that was different. She had better read or go cuckoo. How did you know it was 10 o'clock when the visitor left the house? Asked the detective. Because at 10 o'clock, answered the girl, I always turn out the lights in the conservatory and in the back hall. As I was coming down the stairs, I heard the master talking to someone at the door. He said, well, goodbye. Gee, I don't feel like reading. I'll just think about Lillian. That yellow hair, them eyes.
Cerebrospinal fluid can be drained directly from the ventricles of the brain, the ventriculoperitoneal shunt, or less commonly from the spinal subarachnoid space with the lumboperitoneal shunt. So...
I know I'll be awake all night. I might as well make up my mind to it. I don't know what got hold of that hot water bag and made it leak on the train of all places. Now, I'll lie on my right side and breathe deeply and think of beautiful things, and perhaps then I can doze off in a bit.
That was the craziest thing I ever did. It set me back 3 whole years. I could have saved up $30,000 by now, if only I'd stayed over here. What business had I got in making contracts with the goddamn Soviets? Hell, I thought it'd be interesting. Interesting? What the hell? It set me back 3 whole years. I don't even know if the company will take me back. I'm green, that's all. I just don't grow up.
All right, now. Hang on a minute. Porter!
Yes, sir?
It's your turn to think. Don't you want to? You have a right to.
Well, I'm only thinking about my home in Chicago and my life insurance.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's a good man, is Harrison. Just shy. Now, the compartments, if you please.
Are you all right, Angel?
Yes, I don't know what was the matter with me during dinner.
Shall I close the door?
Well, do you see whether you can't put a chair against it that will hold halfway from the patio?
There. Now, if you can't sleep, just call me and I'll sit up and play Russian Bank.
Oh, you're thinking that awful time when we stayed up every night for a week. But at least I know I shall sleep tonight. The noise of the wheels has become sort of nice and homely. What state are we in?
We're tearing through Ohio. We'll be in Indiana shortly.
Oh, I know. There's little towns full of horse blocks.
Well, we'll be in Chicago very early. I'll call you. Good night, Angel.
Sleep tight, darling.
Don't take me there. Don't take me there. Don't take me there. Don't take me there.
Would you like to lie down, dearie?
I want to get off the train. I want to go back to New York.
Wouldn't you like me to brush your hair again? It's such a nice feeling.
I want to get off the train. I want to open the doors.
Such a noise! You wake all the nice people. Come and I'll tell you a story about the place we're going to.
But I don't want to go to that place.
Oh, but it's lovely. There are lawns and gardens everywhere. I've never seen such a place. It's just wonderful. Are there
Roses?
roses? Red, yellow, white, everywhere.
That must have been Cleveland.
Had a case in Cleveland once. Diabetes.
Oh, I wish I had a radio in here. Radios are good for them. I had a patient once that had to have the radio going every minute.
Radios are wonderful. My married niece has one. It's always going. Radios are lovely.
I'm not beautiful. I'm not beautiful as she was.
Oh, but I think you're beautiful. Beautiful. Mr. Morgan, don't you think that Mrs. Churchill is beautiful?
Oh, fine looking. Regular movie star, Mrs. Churchill.
Porter! Porter! Close the door into my husband's room. Softly, softly.
Yes, ma'am?
Porter, I'm not well. I'm sick. I must see a doctor.
Wait, ma'am, wait. Go in the doctor.
Yes. When I was coming out of dinner, there was a man in one of the seats on that side reading medical papers. Go and wake him.
I can't wake anybody up.
Yes, you can. Oh, Porter. Porter, don't argue with me. I'm very sick. Oh, it's my heart. Wake him up. Tell him it's my heart.
Hello, hello. Are we there? I'll be there. Is it a young woman or is it an old one?
I don't know, sir. She's kind of old, but not so very old.
Tell her I'll be there in a minute. Until I quiet. Damn these shoes.
We'll be in a minute, ma'am. Says you like quiet.
Can we have a bit of quiet in this car, please?
Oh, shut up.
Porter. She's dead. Is there anyone on the train travelling with her?
Yes, sir. That's the husband over there.
Idiot! Why didn't you call him? I'll go and talk to him now.
All right. That'll be enough of that for the time being. Now, for the car's position. Geographically, meteorologically, astronomically, and theologically considered. Pullman Car Hiawatha, 10 minutes past 10, December 21st, 1930. All ready? No, it's not time for the planets yet. For the hours.
I represent Grover's Corner, Ohio. 821 souls. There's so much good in the worst of us, so much bad in the best of us, that it ill behooves any of us to criticise the rest of us. Robert Louis Stevenson. Thank you.
I represent a field you are passing between Grover's Corners, Ohio and Parkersburg, Ohio. In this field there are 51 gophers, 206 field mice, 6 snakes and millions of bugs, insects, ants and spiders, all in their winter sleep. What is so rare as a day in June? Then if ever, come perfect days. The vision of Sir Lawnfowle, William Cullen. Oh, I mean James Russell Lowell. Thank you.
Just want to tell you that I'm a tramp. I've been travelling under this car, Hiawatha. So I have a right to be in this play. I'm going from Rochester, New York, Joliet, Illinois. Takes a lot of people to make a world. On the road to Mandalay, where the flying fishes play, and the sun comes up like thunder over China across the bay. Frank W. Service. It's bitter cold. Thank you.
I represent Parkersburg, Ohio. 2,604 souls. I've seen all the dreadful havoc that alcohol has done. And I hope no one here will ever touch a drop of that curse on this beautiful country. Thank you.
Ich bin der Arbeiter, der hier sein Leben verlor. In der Sprengung für diese Brüche, über die Sie in diesem Moment fahren, erschlug mich ein Felsblock. Ich spiele jetzt als Geist in diesem Stück mit. Vor 87 Jahren haben unsere Väter auf diesem Kontinent eine neue Nation hervorgebracht.
I'm sorry, he's German. He says that he's the ghost of a workman who was killed whilst they were building the trestle over which the car Hiawatha is now passing, and because of this won't appear in the play. Now, he says that he was hit in the head by a chunk of rock whilst they were dynamiting. Dynamite. And well, his motto, you know, 70 years ago, our forefathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation dedicated. Thank you. Mr. Kruger.
I'm a watchman in a town near Parkersburg, Ohio. I'd like to let you all know that I'm not asleep and all the signals are alright for this train. Hope you're all having a lovely trip. If you can keep your heads when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. Rudyard Kipling. Thank you.
Alright, and now, the weather.
The temperature is 11 degrees above zero. The wind is north-northeast. There's a field of low barometric pressure moving from Saskatchewan down to the western coast. And tomorrow there'll be snow in the middle western states and northern New York.
Alright, and now, the hours. Now the minutes. Gossips. The hours. Philosophers. but the years are theologians. Ooh. Now the hours are all philosophers with the exception of 12 o'clock, who's also a theologian. All ready? And what of you, 10 o'clock? Aristotle?
No, Plato, Mr. Washburn.
Good. And are you not rather convinced that he who...
Are you not rather convinced that he who sees beauty as only it can be seen, especially favoured, and since he is in contact not with images but with realities?
What can I, Epictetus, do? A lame old man that sing hymns to God. And if I were a nightingale, I would do a nightingale's part. If I were a swan, I would. But now I am a rational
All
creature.
right. And what of you, 12 o'clock?
Saint Augustine and his mother.
Oh, very good. So, and we began to say, and if
And
to
we
any
began to say, if to any the tumult of the flesh were hushed the images of earth, of waters, and of
a little faster, please, Miss Foster, but also the souls of heaven.
yea, were the very soul to be hushed to herself.
A little louder, please.
Hushed all dreams and imaginary revelations.
All right, all right. And now, the plans. Pullman Car Hiawatha, December 21st, 1930, 10:30. All ready? Now this is the Earth's sound.
Use me! Give me something to do!
We've now reached the theological position of Pullman Car Hiawatha.
Some people are slower than others, that's all.
It's no fun, you know. I'll try.
I'll do my best. I'm ready whenever you are. One year's like another. I can teach sewing. I can sew.
Me? Well, what possible use can there be in my simply waiting? Well, I'm grateful for anything. I'm grateful for being so much better than I was. The old story, the terrible story, doesn't seem to haunt me as much as it used to. It feels as if a huge load is being taken off my mind. But no one seems to understand me anymore. At last I can understand myself perfectly fine, but no one else understands a word I say. So, I must wait? Well, you know what's best. I'll do whatever's best. But these people are all so childish, so absurd. These people are all mad. These people are like children. They have never suffered.
I wouldn't be happy there. Let me stay dead down here. I belong here. Oh, I'll be perfectly happy to roam about my house and be near Philip. You know I wouldn't be happy there. But I'm ashamed to come with you. I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything with my life. Worse than that, I was angry and sullen. I never realised anything. I don't dare go a step in such a place. It's not possible to forgive such things. I don't want to be forgiven so easily. I want to be punished for it all. I won't stir until I've been punished for a long, long time. I want to be freed of all that, but by punishment. I want to be all new. But no one else could be punished for me. I don't ask anyone else to be punished for me. It wasn't fair. I'd been willing to face it all myself if I can endure such a mountain. I'm ashamed. I'm just as stupid, and you know it. Just another American. But then what wonderful things must be beginning now. You really want me? You really want me? Well, let's take the whole train. There's some lovely faces on this train. Can't we all come? You'll never find anyone better than Philip. Oh, please, please, let's all go. How tremendously high and far it is. I have a weak heart. I'm not supposed to climb stairs. I do not ask to see the distant scene. One step is enough for me. It's like Switzerland. My tongue keeps saying things. I can't control it. No, do let me stop a minute. I want to say goodbye. Please, just a minute. Goodbye, Philip. I begged him not to marry me, but he would. He believed in me just as you do. Oh, goodbye, 1312 Ridgewood Avenue, Oaksbury, Illinois. I hope I remember all its steps and doors and wallpapers forever. Oh, goodbye, Emerson Grammar School, on the corner of Forbush Avenue and Bury Street. Oh, goodbye, Miss Walker. Oh, I'm Miss Kramer. She taught me English. I'm Miss Mathewson. Oh, she taught me biology. Oh, goodbye. First Congregational Church, on the corner of Mason Avenue and 6th Street. Oh, goodbye, Dr. McGreedy and Mrs. McGreedy and Julia. Goodbye, Papa and Mama. Tired of saying goodbye. I never used to talk like this. I was so homely. I never had the courage to talk. Till Philip came. Oh, I see now. I understand everything now.
All right. Now, we'll have the whole world, if you please. The whole solar system, please. We'll wave the tram and the moon.
I was not ever thus, nor ask that thou shouldst lead me on in spite of fears. Pride ruled my will.
All right. Now clear the stage, if you please. We have arrived at our destination, Englewood Station, South Chicago. See the university towers in the distance, the best in the world.
Porter, you'd promised to wake me at 6:15.
Sorry, Mum. It's been an awful night in the carriage. A woman's been terribly sick.
Oh, is she any better?
No, she ain't one jot better.
Oh, young man, take your foot out of my face!
Sorry, madam.
I declare, this trip has been one long series of insults.
Just 1 minute and I will be down and out of your way.
Haven't you
got anybody to darn your socks for you. You should be ashamed to go about that way.
Sorry, lady.
Oh, you're too stuck up to get married. That's the trouble with you.
Bill! Bill!
Yeah. What do you want?
Bill, how much do you give a porter on a train like this? Oh, I've been out of the country so long.
Hell, Fred. I don't know myself.
Chicago! Chicago! Everybody off! This train don't go no further.
Need my help someday. Hey, baby, don't you want to go? I could have California till my feet on Chicago.